Hi folks, right, snow scenes, nice winters, well late autumn really, but it's very icy in London, South London, about 0 degrees, heavy frost, cold when I went out to get the morning paper, or the paper. It's got a really good TV guide, so we got a particular one. Not going to advertise it, because I don't really like the paper. Right, okay. So bit of warm raw sienna. Right, put a little bit of cloud in. Skies. My watercolour skies only take a few seconds. Okay. I'm going to reclip that and then dry it. So let's move my brushes. I'll put it up this way. This is £90 Saunders Waterford Fabulous paper. One of the best papers I think I've ever used. It compares to the Winsor & Newton rough and cold press we got from Ken Bromley a year ago, but we can't get any more because we publicised it too much and he sold out the batch that we got, so we cut our own throats in the end. But this Saunders Waterford, it's much more expensive because this is sort of bespoke, so to speak. Now we've got a nice sky that's gently with gravity, just sliding down the paper. It will dry very light, and that's fine. So I've got the board at about 20 degrees, I'd say. Right, let's move my water so I can get the moisture off my brush. I want to put in some, let's have some dry brush. Let's start off here with a bit of warm colour. Let's add a bit of burnt umber to that. And we put in a slightly cooler colour behind there. A bit of shadow under there. Ooh, that looks like England. Well, UK anyway. Well, I better change that, otherwise I might get some complaints about that. And then we'll put in some really nice light. I don't use a lot of alizarin, so I'm not going to break the habit of a lifetime. Bit of Payne's Grey and a bit of ultramarine. That's two. It needs cleaning off. So hold on, a little bit of tissue. Palette's a bit wet. Now, I've seen over the years, including myself, I'm guilty of it as well, of using expensive palettes. Now, I've been using this palette, or palettes, similar palettes, the size of the large one that Ron Ranson used to use, we all did. And when you're using hakes, you need to get at them. No good. Well, it's a bit of a struggle with the little pans in expensive metal paint box. This is £2. I keep it in a document case, as you know, with it on a bit of toweling that's wet, and it stays absolutely moist. If I do want to take it outdoors, I would let it dry, air dry, so that it wouldn't run down, because at the moment it's all sort of tube consistency, just a little bit drier than tube consistency. So you just don't need to spend that sort of money on expensive palettes. I know they're very tempting, because you think, oh yes, you've got to have the latest one, or so-and-so's got one, but it doesn't make you a painter. Practice makes you a painter. Right, let's just get a bit of distance here. A bit of darker stuff. I'm just working blind here, just making it up as I go along. Let's get some heavier stuff in there now. So we'll use a bit of Payne's grey and a bit of burnt umber. Kind of a bit of ultramarine in that. But I want it warm. Okay, now that's something that I can work with, I think. I'm going to put filigree in all this when it dries. I'll have to dry it. But let's just get right, okay. I'm not going to put pine trees in or anything like that. It's really an exercise in washes. I'll just reclip it, then I'll dry it. Stays beautifully flat, and it's pretty tough, and it does absorb a lot of water. Right, so I'm going to dry that now. So please take your headphones off or mute your sound. Now, go. Right, it's just half dry. Just see if I can scrape out. Get the tree chunks fairly thick at the bottom, because I've got to hold up a lot of weight. Yes. Got a bit dry up there. I've got a film on Netflix. A very old British film. Oh, it's a series, a mini-series. But it's quite old. Right, I'm just going to dry it off now. Right, now we'll just put in some, I just noticed Edward Fox, Robert Powell, Trevor Howard, always very old. Half of them are dead now. Alright, okay. Not that you really want to know that. Oops. Right, I'm going to put a bit of darker texture on over this. Ooh, too wet. And a bit of Payne's and a bit of sienna. Just anchor those trees. Very similar to what I did for Patreon about 45 minutes ago. Don't know whether I'll put in any snow. I mean the snow, but any gouache. You don't really need it. I'll put a lot of detail in there. And now becoming slightly warmer, slightly cooler. Right, now we'll bit of detail in that next tree. So a bit of blue, bit of sienna. Just trying to give an impression of twigs. But it's quite tricky. This Right, now that'll dry in lighter. We'll put a bit of texture in that background, bit of blue, bit of Payne's. Right, let's get a bit darker. Right, before I ruin it. Put a bit of texture. I'm going to put a bit of a path in this, so let's just show it. Too much water on there. As you come into the foreground, and we'll we're going to have the light going that way, I think. Okay, I'll give that a bit of a dry, and we'll put a bit of dry brush in there maybe, but I'll show the lie of the ground by the shape of the shadows. So the light's coming from here, not from there. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. Right, dry. Oops. Headphones off, mute your sound, go. using a rigger now. The trees, if they were a bit bigger than that, I might use the hake. But I want to use the rigger in this. Got to make sure you taper your trunks. Just remember that trees or the trunks, they go down as well. They don't all go up. Okay. Keep going, keep that going. The paint is hard to get the paint off the brush because of the roughness of the paper. You wouldn't think the a £90 lightweight paper can do that, but it's surprising. It's just a fabulous paper for the price. If you want to use £140, because is what you want, what you like, but. Roland Hilder was very good at this. If you don't know Roland Hilder, look him up, Google him. One of our great watercolourists. Specialised mostly in Kent, it's a county in England, the southeast county nearest to France. Kent, lovely. We've had many holidays in Kent in our camping trailer tent. Sadly, my wrists hurt now, and about 4 years ago I sold the trailer. It's a lovely thing. Really had some lovely holidays. Loved every minute of camping. Can't say my wife was as keen as me, but let's get something in there. The paper, I think something's still wet. Wipe it on my jeans. Okay, that'll do for that bit. It's a little bit up here. I'm running out of paint on this to mix some more up. not literally, but on my brush, and the water, look, it's moving further and further away. Right, now we go to the bluey, more blue now. So I give a cooler colour. I think my rigger is worn out. I've had it for years, but it's a Data Roundy. I think I can't remember the range. Oh, my back's aching now. I've lowered my table. I've got my studio easel here. You can probably just see. Well, it's a radial studio easel. It's quite a hefty thing. And I've got a table sort of attached with a wing nut, and I've got a sort of nice table to work on. A bit flimsy, but it works. And I can put my board here at any angle I like by just moving the slider up, the canvas holder, whatever you like to call it. Oh, it's a bit sketchy, these ones, because they're further away. I'll anchor them in a moment. Now we want to go sort of bluer in here. The scraping out didn't work there. Put some ivy on them, if you wouldn't mind. I haven't used the £130 studio paper Fabriano, £130 weight, for ages. I just use that for if I ever go back to acrylics, or I will. But that's what it's good for. It's okay for watercolours, but it's very slick. It scrapes out very well. So my mate Stephen Cronin uses it a lot. But it's good. That's what I started with that, mainly because that's what he was using. It was cheap, and I was using these all more expensive stuff when I first started this. The Bockingford, lovely stuff. But I thought, well, you know, I did so much work, you know, loading that I should use a cheaper paper. But now I'm using the more expensive ones. Okay, right now we want some shadow cast on there, so let's get a bit of blue, a bit of red. Oh, sun's gone. I forgot to put my light on. Oh, it seems to be alright, isn't it? Okay, so get that nice. Oh no, it's gone brown. So a little bit of light coming through there. There's some there. Okay, right now we can just put a little bit of finished detail to that. A couple of birds in the sky. If you like my work and you want to make a contribution, you can always do it through PayPal, or better still, go on to my Patreon channel. Very inexpensive, it all helps, but not compulsory. I would do this anyway. Right, okay, not a lot more. Put something in that space there, I think. I'll sign it while I'm over there. Oh, it's wet. Alright, but the things with birds is that they anchor the sky to the land. Now I just want to put a little bit of shadow in here, just a little bit of undulation. Okay, well there we are, I can't do much more than that. I'll put it in the mount and we'll have a little look at it. Now it's coming up to 12 o'clock. I've done, this is the second one I've done today, this morning, so I don't know if I'll do any more. My back aches. I'm getting lonely. Right, mount. I might put a little bit of gouache on this one. Let's just clip there. Right, okay, well there we are, another winter scene for you. Now I think if I put some gouache in there now, I need to just thicken that bit up there. If I thicken that up, it will be a bit too obvious. So I won't do any gouache in that at all. I wish it would scrape out a bit better than it has. Maybe I didn't do it at the right time. But I hope you like that one. I'll get this uploaded and call it a day. Thanks for looking, folks. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.